She say she in love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah.
Coverage of the NFL brings us to the city. Browns wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A. You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Prescott on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 46, 46. Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Matt Longacre in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Let's go, get out. 53. Here we go, 46, 46. Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. And he finds his touchdown at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Gone. And he is in for the touchdown. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack him here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Drops it underneath Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive from what you did before, because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here we go, 46. Here you go. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Elliott takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First down, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
2nd down, Prescott. It's caught right side, it turns. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Off play action. motion to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Burns, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, gone. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Hard ball. Hard ball. 12.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, Shell. Shell. Shell.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Rams are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
This will be taken in at the 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Counter. Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
To throw on second down is gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the play.
Described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 54 yards, and the Rams add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Goff on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the keeper, here's Goff. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. That's why the whole play got stuffed.
Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Prescott on 1st down. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Man open left side. It's Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
46.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
41's the whip.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And they're able to get this one across the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now here's another interception. John Johnson with the INT, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Another carry now for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
17.
Third and long. It's gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Watch 8-9, watch 8-9, he's yours.
On first down, it's gone. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Like 20.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, now they need to capitalize, get this back to a one-score game. From there, anything can happen.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Good.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And again, it's Marcus Joyner that time, able to make the play. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
On second down, Prescott again. Completes it to Hearns. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll throw again. Prescott. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter what.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hearns, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
12, 11, 11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Shell. Wilson on. 180. Go, 12. Go. 5. Hey, Shell. DC.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Goff now to throw. And that was complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that's caught by Beasley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Caught left side, Williams. Given 9 there on the 1st down completion. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Back to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew,
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Money back.